I lost my connection right in the middle of that. Everything froze and it wouldn't do anything. I'm going to give a minute and hope that you're going to all come back again because I had quite a few of you joining me. And the last card that I drew was Call to Action. So I really am going to love the way all these three cards are going to go together for where we're at and how we need to move forward with where we're at. They tell a beautiful story. Hi, Rosa. Thanks for making your way back. I'm going to ramble on for a minute or two, and hopefully people are going to rejoin us. I don't know what happened to my connection. You know how this internet crap goes sometimes. It's not always that reliable, and things just, it might have been to just pay close attention. Hi, Parlene. I'm so glad you found your way back too. There were so many of you with me at the time, and so I want to take a minute and really, I'm going to give a minute and see how many more of you are going to come back. Hi, Michelle. I don't know if you missed the first half. Hopefully that video is still out there on the interweb somewhere. While I wait and see if more people are going to join us, the Louise Hay affirmation we drew is, my inner world is peaceful. It is safe for me to look within. Each time I look deeper into myself, I will find incredibly beautiful treasures. It is safe for me to look within. That triggers me. That triggers me to go. I think a lot of us have it. Almost feel. I hate the word unsafe. We don't feel that safe looking within and looking at our beautiful treasures. So I really like that. It is safe for me to look within. Each time I look deeper into myself, I will find incredibly beautiful treasures. That was Louise Hay, and I hope some people will find their way back while I'm going through these three cards. So I'm turning this into a Strength Heart Challenge reading for where we're at. And so where we're at here is this place of increased. I'm gonna take a sip. Because that's my rules. If I start tongue twisting, it means that I need to get some liquid in my mouth, right? Where we're at right now with the situation that whatever was on your mind is this place of increased awareness. We have this deep connection, and we're finding our ability to trust our inner voice. That is the strength of where we're at right now. This is a big strength that each of us are finding about ourselves. The challenge we have is this higher learning. It is time for us to reach out and to study more and more to further our progress. That we've done so much and we've learned so much, but it's time in order to really push ourselves to that Christ consciousness, to that higher connection, to that sacred oneness, that flower of life, sacred geometry that is behind his head. That is the flower of life. And it's all representative of the oneness and the connection between all that is. So I love that this is the heart of where we're at. So the strength of who we are and whatever our question was this increased awareness, this deep connection, and our ability to trust our inner voice. The heart of this challenge is higher learning from our experience, recognizing that we've learned from our experience, recognizing that now it's time to study more in order to further progress into that oneness, that wholeness. And Commander Action, the challenge that we have is Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. So the challenge, the angels want to recognize this challenge that we have overcome and that we are standing within. Commander Ashtar is a really great card to join us, especially those of you out here. Most of you are people who are working in this and trying to share and lead by example and walk your talk. So I'm going to read all three of these in spirit agrees. Master Buddha. Let's see. And this is the strength of where we're at right now. Master Buddha is telling us there's a deep awareness, deep connection. Trust your inner voice. The Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, started his life as a rich, mollycoddled prince. But one day he broke free from the palace and was exposed to sickness, age, and death. This shook him and set him off on a spiritual adventure that would lead him to leave behind all earthly pleasures and seek enlightenment so that he could end suffering in the world. Now he helps us make contact with our inner teacher and encourages us to acknowledge how we feel and then accept it so we can move beyond the suffering we feel. And each time it's safe for me to look within and see the beautiful. Yeah, I dropped it on the floor, so I don't know the last word. I'm going to have to look. I can do it. If you hear a loud crash call. Beautiful treasures. It is safe for me to look within. This goes right here. Now he helps us make contact with our inner teacher and encourages us to acknowledge how we feel and then accept it so we can move beyond the suffering we feel and see the beautiful treasures. The message: you are moving beyond the illusions that fear has created so that you can be more focused on your priorities and what is serving you on this path. All suffering eventually comes to an end, and acknowledging how you really feel and what occurred in order for you to feel this way will help you move beyond it. Call on Master Buddha now to help you remember you are part of something that is greater than suffering. The wheel of karma is turning in your favor, and all acts of kindness and goodness will benefit you. Thoughts may arise now that solve issues in your life, home, relationships, or work. They are being sent to you from your inner teacher, the Buddha within. This is really great. Hi, Angela. Thanks for finding us again. Hi, Joshua. Nice to see you. June and Pauline, I'm so glad that you came back because the internet is playing its crazy games. This Master Buddha is where we're at right now. This is our strength right now. This increased awareness, this ability to look within and see that inner voice. Trust that inner voice within. This ability to recognize all that we have overcome and where we're at, acknowledging how we really feel and the strength that is with how we really feel that can bring us so far. The wheel of karma is turning in your favor. This is the strength of where we're at right now. The heart of where we're at right now is this increased learning, this higher learning. We've learned from experience, but more study is now required to further progress. This is the Keepers of the Light, June. This is Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. And I ended up doing a Strength Heart Challenge with 3 cards. And our strength is Master Buddha, increased awareness. Our heart is Melchizedek and higher learning. And the challenge is Commander Ashtar and call to action. So I'm so glad they're on point for you, Rosa. I really am. I love to hear that. Spirit never lets us down. They'll always come through. So the heart of where we're at, this higher learning, we've learned from experience, but it's time for us to further our study to really progress into what we're doing. I always think of Melchizedek as that recognition of the oneness of all that is, that flower of life and that sacred geometry that is to represent our connection to everything. I just love the power and the strength in this card. This is almost like this higher Christ consciousness within this card. So let's see what it says. He says, Melchizedek is a high priest who is mentioned in the Bible's book of Genesis and many other sources too. He is here to assist the earth through the ascension process, which is basically moving everyone and everything back to a state of love and harmony. Yeah, thanks. He appears with a bright light around him and a long white beard to match his ancient high priest ways, and is said to have his own order of light-filled priests who are able to help spiritual people develop their gifts and qualities. As he works on an energetic level, we can connect with him through sacred geometry and by focusing on ancient star-shaped symbols. Sacred geometry is that flower of life. I have to say, Mocha and I, my husband's name is Mocha, I've been playing with these cards for a couple of weeks now. Like I said, I've been having them with me all the time, shuffling them when we're in the car and stuff. And Melchizedek has been falling out a lot. So he is very well versed and knowledgeable about the Bible. And he was talking about Melchizedek in the Bible. And he said, you should look up Melchizedek in the Bible. He's one of very few characters who actually appears in both the Old Testament and the New Testament in the Bible. So he's an interesting, powerful being who is known in both sides of the Bible, both in the Old Testament and the New Testament. So I think that speaks to his angelic qualities and how powerful he really, really is. Hi, Katie. Thanks for finding us back here again. My internet connection's going all wanky. So Melchizedek's extended message for the heart of where we're at right now, for the heart of this need for extended learning. You have learned so much to this point and are learning more every day. You are recognizing all the great lessons your experiences and challenges have brought to you and are preparing for a transition or inner ascension where you will move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanctum of your heart and soul. Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols, and signs being sent to you from the universe. There is a sense that you are now able to focus in a new way and offer greater light to the world. Melchizedek and his order are with you now, leading you towards spiritual wisdom. Meditate and connect with their light. That is the heart of most of us light workers, healers, beautiful souls that you all are, with your connected intuition, your increased awareness, your ability to trust your inner voice and that deep connection leading you to that heart of all that is about learning and deepening that learning and that connection in order to take charge and lead by example and walk our talk. These cards are so good together. I can't even. These cards are so good together. I might get a little mushy for a minute here. These cards are so good together. The sacred geometry, the talk of the sacred geometry into, what did it say here? Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols, and signs being sent to you from the universe. Well, we were talking about Melchizedek and we were talking about the flower of life. My friend who has pancreatic cancer we were all talking about other symbols, and the dodecahedron came out, and that was a whole nother conversation. So this whole ancient symbols and signs being sent from the universe, it makes so much sense to where I'm at. I can really understand that. And all of this increased awareness, which is our strength and the heart of who we are, looking for this higher learning, and the reason, the challenge behind it, the challenge that we're looking to take with all of this openness and learning is to take charge, lead by example, and walk our talk. It is because we want to help others and change, make some change in the world, help people make changes in their own worlds. So let me look up Commander Ashtar and we'll read about him for a minute. I'm excited by the way these cards all came together. I have students who could show up anytime now, so I'll see how quickly I can get through this. Ashtar, also known as Commander Ashtar, is a multidimensional being who promotes truth, peace, and harmony between the planets. He is said to be an extraterrestrial, but appears in human form so that he can communicate at heart level with all those on Earth who call on him. He is part of the Great White Brotherhood, which I believe Melchizedek is a big part of. I love that. A congregation of light beings who work to bring healing to the world and is a wonderful guide to those who are feeling the call to bring positivity. These go so good together. I mean, just really, these go so perfectly together, ladies and gentlemen. I love this so much. Healing and inspiration to those around them. Let me go back a minute. He is part of the Great White Brotherhood, a congregation of light beings who work to bring healing to the world and is a wonderful guide to those who are feeling the call to bring positivity, healing, and inspiration to those around them. He lifts up the heart of leaders and inspires them to walk their path with complete integrity. I love this guy. I love this message. I love this message. I love this message. The extended message: you are receiving a call to action and being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. Amen, girls. Divine inspiration is all around you. And boys, girls and boys, I know I'm not alone in we're multi-gendered. You are receiving a call to action and being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. Divine inspiration is all around you, and Ashtar and his legions of cosmic angels are standing by to offer you loving support. Know that you are being encouraged to be honest, assertive, and true in a loving way. You can't make this shit up. You may feel your ego trying to hold you back, but know that when you take the first step, the next one will follow soon. Take some time to connect with the universe by looking up at the stars. Wait a minute, let me say that again. You may feel your ego trying to hold you back, But know that when you take the first step, the next one will soon follow. Take some time to connect with the universe by looking up at the stars, knowing that they are loving beings of light gazing back down on you. You are not alone. This is such a great message. This is such a great message. You can't make this shit up. Hi, Amanda. Nice to see you. I hope you're going to be here for class in a little while. Watch, you're going to tell me you're in the parking lot waiting for me to stop. Create the changes you want to see in the world. Amen, Rosa, to that, right? So to recap this message, Master Buddha is the strength, this increased awareness, our inner connection, and this ability to trust our inner voices, the strength of where we're at. And this higher learning is the heart of what we need to do. We need to find some more doorways to understanding in order to further progress. Some higher learning is required. And the challenge that's going to help us to take on is this call to action, to take charge, to lead by example, to walk our talk, to shine our light, and share everything that we're learning through our deep connection with all those who are willing to be open and experience, to change the world by changing what we see, create the change we want to see in the world. I love this. Love the message. I love the 3-card spread and the way this all came into be like it is. I thank you. Thank you all for being here with me. Thank you, angels, for never letting us down. Thank you, Spirit, for always blowing my mind. And thank you, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay shiny and have a great night.